So a question came up this morning in one of the groups that I'm in. I think it was Leisha that brought it up, and she was asking about: is there a way to screen and admit visitors um, and essential workers into an assisted living home and make that contact between them and you know places in the facility minimal or zero, at least with the screening process? And the answer is yes, you can actually do that, and it's not very tough at all. Um, it's a great idea. Props to her for thinking about that. I mulled it over for a couple of minutes and came up with something that kind of proves to me it can work. So I'm going to kind of show you. The idea here is that we're going to use mobile technology and internet. So they come to the facility. There'd be a sign on the door explaining this process to them. You can even do a QR code. If they have a scanner, they can scan a QR code and that'll take them straight to the website. Otherwise, they punch in your URL for screening and it brings them to a form. And the form's going to collect that data for you that typically the caregiver would fill out, or maybe you're having the visitor fill it out. I don't know. Um, but you do that digitally. So we're going to capture some information. And on this form, based on your policy and procedures and how you're screening visitors, I just did a simple form for demo, but you can do some conditional formatting here. So if they don't give the right answers, if you ask them if they have respiratory symptoms over the past 14 days or whatever it may be, and they say, hey, yeah, but I have a cough, you can immediately let them know you're not appropriate for entering the facility at this time. And if have them pop up a manager phone number that they can contact, and just let them know right away that they're not meeting a screening protocol. So they fill out the form. I'm going to do that now real quick so you can kind of, it's super easy. My name's John Doe. We're going to go in and visit Mary Doe, and we're going to put in a date and a time and phone number. And we're good. We don't have any respiratory symptoms. Obviously, we'd be collecting more data here, but this is just a demo. And we submit the form. So all we've done now is we've hopped on the internet. Maybe we've used the facility Wi-Fi with the access information that's provided on the door, what have you, mobile internet. And now we've submitted our form, and now we have a button. We just click this, and it's going to initiate a phone call. Obviously, on mobile, it's just going to dial. And it's going to call whoever is going to respond to, the landline or what have you, to answer the phone and let them know that they have a visitor and they need to come to the door and do a temperature screen. So then that's the last thing they need to do. This data can be housed wherever you want it. It could be on your website. You can push it to a Google Sheet, however you can manage it. There's a lot of flexibility there. And then, the caregiver collects the temperature, gets that last screening checkpoint. Okay, temperature's good. You're entering the facility. They go put the temperature into the log. If it's Google Sheet, grab the tablet that's laying around and add it in there, and she's done. So it also minimizes how much data they're having to collect. And no one's going and reusing pins, flipping through pages that 10 other people have flipped through in the past week, that sort of thing. Pretty much fully contactless screening, or super minimal based probably on how you do your temperature check. So that's it. This is pretty easily done. If there's interest, I don't know. That's kind of my big question. Our home's interested in doing this. If you are, leave some comments. Let's see what we can do, what we can add to our, make us more efficient for screening and protecting against COVID. Thanks, guys.